Hey, welcome back to today's episode of the Daily Dose. My name is Jason Miller, the founder and CEO of the Strategic Advisor Board. Today, we are going to discuss emotional intelligence and why it's important to strengthen your emotional intelligence in your company. So, emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and recognize the feelings of others as well. It's a big topic in most companies today. With the whole DE&I perspective of things in companies today, it's important that we have these conversations. A leader who has a strong sense of emotional intelligence can foster a healthier and happier workplace, which ultimately can improve employee satisfaction and, most importantly, improve their productivity for your business. Okay. So let's talk about some tips to strengthen your emotional intelligence and that of your staff. Number one, evaluate yourself. Know your motivations and how to identify your emotions and also the emotions of those that work for you. Okay. Number two, regulate yourself. Try to be aware of your reactions to others. Regulating your emotions can help ensure that you react appropriately when you approach an issue. It's really important to leave the drama out of any situation that happens and address it swiftly and be firm, fair, and consistent with how you address the situation and how you regulate yourself during those situations. Okay. Take responsibility. Recognize when you are at fault or the role you may have played in another's failure. Okay. Accepting responsibility can be the first step to resolution. At the end of the day, we own every success and failure in our company. If we didn't train somebody properly, or we didn't have the proper oversight, whatever the case may be, we didn't arm them with the tools to do the tasks appropriately, that falls on us. So ensure you take responsibility for that, assess the situation, why the failure happened, and then determine if it was perhaps even a lack of responsibility on your part as the leader. Okay. Lastly, empathize with your employees. Listening to your employees' problems and feelings can help build trust and give you a better understanding of how your employees, challenges may affect the way they work. Okay. It's important that we address these things as they come along, because if they're having a bad day, then that directly correlates to possibly affecting that bad day onto your customers or clients, which automatically creates a customer support issue and so on and so forth. And those things can spiral out of control very, very quickly. Okay. All right. So lastly, let's talk about a health thing. Okay. And that is fueling your business with breakfast, right? So oftentimes leaders live on a bit of an island, right? So it's really important that you're fueling yourself, because this feeds back into creating that emotional intelligence within your company. Encouraging yourself to wake up every day and fuel yourself with breakfast, and encourage your employees to do the same thing. When you fuel yourself with breakfast, that's the first meal of the day. And that is typically what gets us going. 10 cups of coffee and no food, no bueno. That's not a good idea. Okay. Fuel yourself with breakfast in the morning to sustain yourself to lunch. So you don't start going downhill at 10 a.m. When you really should be at your best. Okay. So I hope that these tips were useful for you. Thank you for watching today's episode of the Daily Dose, and we'll see you tomorrow.